SQL for Finance, Episode 2, Filter, Sort, Pick. The CFO never asks, "Show me everything." She asks for a slice. The biggest 20 orders. Open invoices over 30 days old. Customers in the U.S. sorted by credit limit. 3 clauses do that work. Where? Order by, limit. Every query you'll write follows the same skeleton. Select what columns. From what table. Where are these conditions? Order by this column. Limit this many rows. Read top to bottom and it's almost a sentence. Not all 5 clauses are required, but when they appear in this order. SQL won't let you put where after order by. Where filters rows. The simplest version matches one column to one value. Select customer name and country from customers where country equals US. 5 US customers on screen. Now let's count them all. "25 rows match, but your gut says 30 customers are based in the US. Where are the other 5? There they are. The country field has spelling drift. US, USA, lowercase us, and United States of America. Where is exact, so the other 5 slip through. The fix is IN. List every spelling, and now we get all 30 actual US-based customers. Where tells you what you asked, not what you meant. Where supports more than equals, greater than for numbers, between for ranges, in for a list of values, like for pattern matching, and OR combine conditions. $292 orders over $10,000 out of 2,242 total. That's the slice your treasurer cares about. And here are the actual rows. Notice the cast. CSV loaded columns are stored as text. Comparing text with greater than works alphabetically. Under text rules, the string 9,000 sorts after 10,000. Cast forces a numeric comparison. Now between. Inclusive on both ends. 5,000 to 10,000, the middle band of orders. Filtering gives you the right rows. Sorting brings the most important ones to the front. There it is, biggest first. The largest order in Atlas Parts is $29,906 from Silverline Service Center. ASC is the default, DESC reverses it. For amounts you almost always want DESC. Order by can sort on multiple columns, applied left to right. Status alphabetically first, then amount descending within each status, like a pivot table's row hierarchy. Limit trims the result to the first n rows. Pair it with order by for the top n pattern that finance reports run on. Top 20 orders, biggest first. That's the whole query. In Excel, that's sort. Copy 20 rows, paste into the deck, and redo tomorrow when the data refreshes. In SQLite, you save it once and rerun forever. And limit without order by is a trap. SQLite is allowed to give you any 20 rows in any order. Always sort before you trim. Four traps worth memorizing. First, equals new L doesn't work. New L means unknown, and unknown is never equal to anything. Use is new L and is not null. Writing where close date equals new L returns 0 rows, even when half your data is missing close dates. Second, string comparisons are case-sensitive by default. Country equals lowercase US returns 1 row, not 25. If you want both spellings, use lower or collate, NOCASE. Third, CSV loaded numbers are text until you fix the schema. Until episode 7 teaches us how, every numeric comparison and every sum needs a cast. Annoying. Also the price of one-line CSV imports. Fourth, limit without order by is non-deterministic. Always sort before you trim. What we learned: the for-clause skeleton, 5 operators inside where, order by for sorting, multi-column when you need a hierarchy, limit for top n, and 4 gotchas to remember. Episode 3, Aggregations and Group by, the pivot table replacement, sum, AVG, count, and the clause that brings them all together. That's episode 2 of SQL for Finance. All 4 queries from this episode are on the GitHub repo. Same one as episode 1. Subscribe and the rest of the season shows up in your feed. See you in episode 3.